illogical. Oh, also it's
Sonic
Lava Reef Zone.
Underground is the single most illogical choice.
It's all of the worst parts of the Sonic the Hedgehog, like the one that was called Sonic the Hedgehog with Princess Sally and everything. Plus, they had a song every episode,
and it had a bunch of Sonic recolors. Its own Sonic recolor.
Yeah, they had Jaleel White throwing his voice, pretending to be a girl, and it just didn't work.
Wait, Jaleel White was the girl as well?
Yes, he did.
That sounds familiar.
Yo, have you seen like recent pictures of Jaleel White?
He's a tiny buff man.
The dude like got jacked at some point.
It's terrifying. It's like Carrot Top.
Carrot Top, it makes sense. Like, I guess with Jaleel, it makes even more sense because, like, if you spent your entire life being Urkel, you would want to
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, you would want to have something else going for you.
My favorite Talking Time post is still Fat talking about frickin' Carrot Top.
Oh god, that was. Is that one like in the new? Is that one in the new?
Yeah,
like, what is the best
there.
post? Okay, good. If it's not there, like, we have to go fix that immediately. That one in ample figures. That one in ample figures of the CEO of 7 Seas was arrested tomorrow for trying to kill and eat the voice cast of K-On. My response will be to mutter about time and adjust my newspaper theatrically.
Where is it?
Let's see.
You know what my favorite thing about Lava Reef, excuse me, I nearly said Launch Base, Lava Reef Zone is, although it applies to Launch Base, is the little tiny hidden death egg that shows up in the background of Act 1 if you look for it really closely.
Oh no, you can see it right now actually.
Yeah, oh yeah, there it is. Yes. I love that. That's great.
No, the game does Sonic 3 is not even for a Genesis game, just for a game in general, absolutely gorgeous in so many ways.
Oh yeah.
There is like incredible attention to detail that I absolutely did not notice as a kid because I was a kid. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, same. In retrospect, it's like, whoa, the effects in Hydro City where the water level is. That's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, no, like
it's actually a pretty cool effect. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they got like the Genesis was extremely like less graphically powerful than the Super Nintendo. But they like literally pulled out every stop they possibly could of this stuff, and it shows. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Like late game Genesis, like endgame Genesis Sega is just firing on all cylinders.
Oh yeah,
except for the parts where it's Vector Man. None can go for it.
Yeah,
we were trying to fire.
Well, that was Blue Sky Software. I mean, I actually kind of like the first Vector Man and how it looks and everything, but that first boss just takes forever to
you got like the Ultimate Sonic game, you got the Ultimate Phantasy Star game.
First boss, you mean like the hover plane thing?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah,
and you just got to keep weaving between its bombs and stuff.
No. You use a turbo controller, which was the only controller I ever played Vector Man with. So like, when I discovered that Kega doesn't have like a turbo option, you need an actual physical turbo controller.
Wow.
That killed my desire to do a let's play of it because I can't do it without a turbo controller. I'm the ultimate scrub.
I found the post. I did it.
Oh, which post was it?
the fat post.
The
post.
Yeah, read it to us verbatim on the stream.
For context, beforehand it was like Magflare had mentioned that like Carrot Top was like a tiny Hercules, but that every person would give up all they had to punch him in the face. And Fat responded with, "My attack of Carrot Top would be like 1984, where I would be suplexed over and over by Carrot Top's immense guns, but even in the face of his overwhelming oppressive strength, I would not submit." The gist is that weeks later I am watching Chairman of the Board weeping with happiness at my acceptance of Carrot Top's smug visage.
This is like, do it to Julia, not me.
I think I ran a Chairman of the Board freaking trailer on Outer Heaven once. It was terrible.
That's excellent. You should. How is Chairman of the Board
Did
not
you?
been on Outer Heaven multiple times?
I did because there was like I had found a quote-unquote wrestling match promoting Chairman of the Board that lasted like 2 minutes, and then I followed it up with a trailer to Chairman of the Board.
I do not remember this.
It was like the second WrestleCast I did.
Was that
I know
the one
I
where
watched
you showed,
that.
Is that the one where you showed Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery?
I think it was before that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery was like
is nothing short of a classic.
oh, really? Oh yeah.
It must. I mean, it's Scooby-Doo and WrestleMania.
WrestleCast was terrible.
Which WrestleCast?
The one with the Flintstones.
Oh yeah,
I
the
enjoyed that
Flintstones was a nightmare, but I had finally the chance to show the surviving footage of frickin'.
Yeah, like I don't blame you.
It was finally my chance to show the surviving footage of the day the clown cried.
Watching that thing was just crazy because, like, you got the surviving footage, and then you've got these
like
old...
interlinking documentary segments.
Yeah, well, no, and also like the bits with the old actors reciting their lines in the super minimalist German set.
Yeah.
It took like I was
hard.
watching it over at Mao's house, and it took us forever to figure out what the hell was going on there.
I feel like you're describing like the weird like procedurally generated movie that like the computer wrote. That
was me. I showed that one.
It wasn't that
Okay,
far
Mars,
from
I'm
being
gonna
that
say this. I
insane.
say this with love. I hate you for that. I was in a weird mood that night, and seeing that thing just sort of set me off. I was like,
Yeah,
no,
cool.
this is not okay.
But yeah, no, I ended up showing
There was
that
something very
because I
unsettling
realized-
about that to me at the
I
time.
realized
If I watched it
very
now, I'm
early-
sure I'd
It
just
was
be like,
weird.
haha. But like at that moment, I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm not okay with this.
I ended up showing Day the Clown cried.
That
because
was like
very-
right after Raggedy Ann too, so
Wait,
I think
yeah,
that was
Oh yeah, no,
why.
that
You
had a
were
lot to
already
do with
living
it.
a nightmare.
I mean, like halfway through Raggedy Ann, I'd stopped playing the I had every time like they started singing, I just switched to fuck, I think I
The
was listening
song
to
for
He Is
Nightmare.
Legend songs. Really loud metal band. And you know, they synced up remarkably well, but I think that just made it worse.
Yeah, I watched that thing raw, and oh no,
It's a nightmare.
wow. Like I think
Yeah,
I just
like-
kind of it gave into the horror when they met the fucking candy monster.
Oh god, that
Yeah,
thing was
Candy Monster is where it
amazing.
goes. The Candy Monster is where it really goes to hell, from merely
Yeah.
being terrible to being a nightmare.
Deeply
Yeah.
upsetting.
What?
Okay,
But, yeah,
like there is a
The
film.
fucking okay. Let me find a gif of this thing because you have to see this.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
some things cannot be described. It's like the Matrix; they must be seen. Oh, hey, I died.
Raggedy Ann and Andy: A Musical Adventure.
Okay, this already sounds amazing.
Like
It's
yeah, like-
the amount of budgets poured into Raggedy Ann and
yeah,
Andy.
that was okay. Yeah, here
Like,
is.
I cannot imagine how much that cost
video.
because it looks expensive as hell.
Oh
and
god, it was a
animated a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh wait, shit. That's,
It was a
That's
baffling use of someone's time and money.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Well, it was by that guy who always does.
Richard Williams, I think.
Yeah,
It
he
was
always
I
does
was gonna
that
say Ralph
shit.
Bullshit.
It was the prince. It was no,
No.
it wasn't Bakshi. Bakshi got really obsessed with. By that point, I think Bakshi had gotten really obsessed with rotoscoping. But Richard Williams did a lot of stuff to try to finance like Princess and the Cobbler, Thief and the Cobbler.
And all his stuff was that terrifyingly over-animated, super
Like,
arty.
he was very
dreamlike
much like
shit.
animation first. Like everything else exists to serve the animation.
Yeah.
I can see
God,
like
I
that being
love
like an
this.
artistic statement because a lot of incredible things have
short
happened that way.
doses.
But
It's good in short doses.
but
Yeah,
like,
like
if
the
you start
longer
going
that
like
gets, the more
Raggedy Ann-
bizarre and upsetting it gets.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like, oh god, no,
forward to
the part that was like super nightmarish to me, like after the Gradley, was the bit with the Jester laughing
Oh,
things in the
God.
Jester Kingsport on that
No.
black background.
Please
Oh,
stop
God.
reminding me, please.
Yeah, no, everything about that
This is
was
amazing.
was a trip. And then like
Yeah.
at one point
No,
I just like
imagine
at one
90
point I
minutes
left like the back room where I always watch Outer Heaven because my wife uses the living room, so I just sit in the back room with my doing my nerd shit while she does like normal human shit.
We've seen your back room.
You've all been there,
Yeah.
right? You've all been to my house, except you, MuteKi, because you didn't come to my wedding.
MuteKi.
Fuck you.
Well,
Yeah,
if I'd had money at the time, I probably would have.
I didn't have money. I saved the entire year for that.
Oh yeah, that was like super good of you. I should should like do something like in return for you, man. That's.
I don't
that's
feel like
ridiculous.
no, like the thing you didn't return was that invite me to your wedding.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, but still, though. Tell you what,
fine.
you
I
get
wasn't gonna
married.
spend that on anything good.
Tell you what, you'll get married, and I will get you like the most ostentatious wedding gift imaginable.
I feel like you are making some really tall assumptions with that statement.
You're an attractive guy.
That doesn't mean I'm getting married. What?
I'm just saying. Options there.
I feel like there's a lot more to options than reasonably attractive. Has not soiled himself in public recently.
Just saying, it doesn't hurt.
Weirder people get married all the time.
I would have to find someone I'm interested in.
Yeah.
What? No! Oh, the split second before the shield activated. Man!
The look of
Oh,
it so
lame.
good,
I
but
hate when that
it looks
happens.
really hard.
I always forget the zone even exists.
I love it.
Yeah, I
It's
think
probably
it's
my
the first time
favorite
ever.
one.
I
in
mean,
the-
like, to
in the
me,
game.
it's like, you saying you forget this zone exists, fanboy? Because to me, this is like the centerpiece of the Sonic and Knuckles half of the game. Like, this is where all the big moments happen.
Yeah, well, a lot of my games end before I reach the latter half of the game. It's just like, oh, I felt like playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so I played a bit, and by the time I reach the Sonic and Knuckles half, it's like, okay, I'm done. I'll maybe get back to this later, and then I don't.
Okie dokie. Fire shield. Yes!
Hey.
This time I didn't fuck it up.
I'm too busy playing.
Those are some,
Sonic.
like, the
Goddamn.
color cycling rocks.
Oh yeah.
They're very nice. It's
Yeah,
a very
no,
pretty
it's
level.
very pretty.
Yes.
But I'm too busy playing Garfield Caught in the
Like...
Act.
At least they got you to play all the 16-bit Castlevanias just to...
I'm so like now I have to research like a frickin' turbo emulator. This is terrible.
What? Oh wait, no, maybe.
It
I
is
do
on
have
Mute.
a Dracula X Chronicles save with Rondo and Symphony of the Night unlocked. I
do
had
too,
some
I'm just
problems.
trying to find my Drac X.
Alright, I'm gonna cheese some of this level because it's
Oh, I
difficult.
could play it on PPS SPP, I guess.
Yeah, I
Just
mean, there's
I had
there's
some problems with
Mednafend for
emulation in
RetroArch.
original Rondo,
That's what
so I don't know
use.
if you will or if it's some sort of weird Linux thing. But I can
Well, like-
send it to you. See what happens.
Yeah, the other issue is just that Rondo's the turbo emulation on PSP Rondo was never perfect to begin with, so I'm curious through layers of emulation what that's going to look like.
It didn't really work for me at all, but
Yeah, I would-
maybe it'll work for you. Let's
Maybe
find
it'll
out.
work on Windows. Otherwise, I can play Dracula Double X first and cry.
Yes, you poor
Don't
soul.
do
You
that,
should
man.
absolutely
Don't
do
do
that
that.
to yourself
Like-
because
like-
we all hate you.
The
Don't
main
do
goal of
it.
Dracula Double X that
I'm
isn't
going
Rondo.
to play Dracula Double X eventually.
You
I've,
poor
like-
soul.
I've like lost track of what you guys are on altogether at this point. I ain't even
So
sorry.
Dracula Double X is Rondo of Blood for the Super NES for bad.
Oh no, I know what Dracula X is. There's a double X though?
That's the
Okay,
SNES
it's-
one. Or I mean, it's
it's the
called
SNES
Dracula
port.
X, but it's like called Vampire's Kiss in Japan and Dracula
In
X
Vampire's
Europe
Kiss in
and
Europe.
Yeah,
It's
in
Dracula
Europe,
Double X in Japan. Dracula X,
Dracula X.
Castlevania Dracula X in the US, and Vampire's Kiss in Europe because fuck consistency.
I love it. I think it's
consistency.
Castlevania 5 Vampire's Kiss in Europe.
Yeah, I call it Dracula XX generally because there's no other game in this.
Alright, you guys
That
are talking
title, at
over the
least.
best part of this level, and that pisses me off.
Okay, we'll go back to watch this thing. Oh, that's a really nice guy.
Okay, now we were talking about backgrounds. This background is sick as fuck.
That was a hell of a background. It's
I love it. Death Egg
Very
for
pretty.
days.
Oh yeah. This whole
Oh,
like
no, why are you
the back
telling
end
me?
of this
Okay,
like
there we go.
this part of the level basically is just incredible. It's full stop. This is
I like how you just walked off into the lava.
Oh yeah, and I had enough to be hypersonic. Now I don't. So I
Too
gotta
bad.
do this the hard way now, which is fine, because
It's
you know
fine. Everything's fine.
I'd
but-
rather not. I'm gonna cheese the game anymore than I have to. Wait, yes, I got the bonus stage. Thank God. All right, we got this.
14 hits for this boss. 14 hits.
Yeah, but you don't have to make any of them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Well, you
spoil it.
can't. He's invincible except from his own projectile.
Wow, dude, I literally just said I'm not gonna spoil it. Thanks, idiot.
Wow, that was a harsher response than I expected. Did You complete jackass! What are you even doing here?
Have you read literally anything I've ever typed on Talking Time?
You're
or
usually nicer when talking than typing.
We both know that's not true.
It's true, man.
It's pretty true.
You're the reason I had enough confidence to go to PAX.
Aw, shucks. Now I feel like
You're
a good
also
person.
the reason I was able to.
Oh.
So, you know,
Yeah.
multiple things.
Did the tickets go on sale today? I totally blanked on
No,
it
they
because
did
I
not.
was.
If they
Oh,
had,
I
I
was
would have
busy
told you
working.
whether I'd. If they had, I would have told you whether I'd been able to get a ticket to spare for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be trying to get max tickets, but I think, like...
Okay.
Catley Scrub is also attempting to get tickets, so...
Kick ass.
yeah, I think Cat
Cat
K,
is also trying to get... Is also
but I
trying
don't know if he's, as pro at it.
There we go.
He said that he's like thinking of setting aside for 4 sets because he figures he can get people to actually reimburse on those. So
Going to reimburse on PAX tickets. And if all else fails, Microsoft is the kind of company where PAX tickets go on sale as you approach the near date and people have to cancel.
Like I
people
should probably,
realize, wait a minute, I can't get vacation.
I should probably warn
Yeah.
you all that, like, you know, this is a stream I will be posting on YouTube.
Yeah.
I shouldn't like say
Yeah,
anything you
but
don't want
I
public.
work for a very particularly
You work for-
worried about people knowing what company I work for.
Fair enough.
Who could it
I do
be?
want to talk about this boss really quick because this part of the boss is honestly kind of perfunctory compared to like the lead up to it. I consider that.
This is like the Sonic 2 Game Gear boss. The first boss of Sonic 2 Game Gear, actually.
Yeah, kind of. But like admittedly, this part of the boss is not like super amazing. You're just kind of waiting, and it would be much more difficult if I didn't have a fire shield and couldn't just walk on the lava. But I have a fire shield, so fuck
Yeah.
it. But I just love this boss all the same. It's just the entire like setup and like the whole like way it basically sets the entire arena on fire. It's just so good.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
done
good.
gushing. You guys can resume talking about whatever the fuck you want to talk about.
No, I like Sonic. Let's talk about frickin' what? Like, I just want more Sonic in my life.
Sonic's
Can
good.
Sonic Mania be out? It's really pretty.
August, right?
Yeah, August.
Cool.
It's like 17th.
Oh man, I forgot it was so soon. I mean, I did pre-order it in that Humble Bundle thing or whatever, but